Good morning everyone. Today our topic is playing with magnets. In the previous classes we have learnt about uses of magnets, story of magnets, different shapes of magnets and magnetic and non-magnetic materials. So today our topic is poles of a bare magnet. Every bare magnet always has two ends whose attracting capacity is more than other parts, which means the ends of the bare magnets have more attracting power compared with other parts. That's why those are called poles of a bare magnets. Children, so these are the ends of a magnet. So these have a more attracting power compared with the other parts. That's why these are called poles of a bare magnet. Each magnet has two poles. One is north pole and other one is south pole. Understood, children? Next, finding directions with the bare magnet. To know the directions with the bare magnet, we have to suspend a bare magnet freely with the help of the thread tied around its center. After some time it moves and finally it comes to rest in the north and south directions. Always remember children, always a suspended bare magnet comes rest in the north and south directions. In this situation, one end of the bare magnet, which means one end points towards north. This end point is known as north pole of the magnet, and the other end point towards the south. This end point is known as the south pole of the magnet. So this property of magnets is called directional property. We use this property to make the magnetic compass, and also we use this directional property to finding directions in the unknown places or unknown areas. So this is the process to finding the directions with the bare magnet. Understand, children? Next, magnetic compass. Next, magnetic compass. The magnetic compass is worked by directional property. Magnetic compass is worked by directional property. Observe this picture. The magnetic compass is a small box with a glass covering it. So this is the glass covering. Next, and it has a magnetic needle. It can rotate freely. This is the magnetic needle, and it also have a dial with directions marked on it. So these are the directions marked on it. So where we wish to know the directions, the compass kept at the place, and the needle indicates the north-south directions. When we want to know the direction, the compass was to be kept. Then the needle indicates the north-south directions when it comes to rest. To identify the north pole of the magnetic needle, it is usually painted in different color. See the children? So this is painted with red color. Then we identify north and south of the place. After that, we can also identify the east and west between them. Understand, children? This is the process to know the directions with magnetic compass in unknown areas. So next, uses of magnetic compass. The magnetic compass is worked by directional property. It is mostly used in ships and airplanes. Mountaineers and army people also carry compass with them so that they do not lose their way in an unknown place. So these are the uses of a magnetic compass. Next topic is magnetic induction. What is this? Magnetic induction. Magnetic property possessed by the magnetic substance. When the substance is near to the magnet, it is called magnetic induction. Observe the diagram. Observe the diagram, children. This is a bar magnet. This is magnetic substances. It is a metal object. When the magnetic substances is near to the magnet, the magnetic property is possessed to the magnetic substance. That's why this substance is also like a magnet. This substance is also behave like a magnet, and it is also attracts the objects. So why the magnetic substance attracts the magnetic materials? So the bar magnet, the magnetic property is possessed to the magnetic substances. That's why it is behave like a magnet and it attracts the other objects. So this is called magnetic induction. Understand, children? So this is called magnetic induction. I hope you understand.